Forget about the curveball, Ricky. Give me the eater.
Blow my whistle, baby. Whistle, baby.
Heyo, and welcome back to the Cookout Crew podcast. We have a good one in store for you today. A lot of moves in sports this week, and really over the past 2 weeks, stuff like that. So a lot of things have been accumulating. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into this. So first, we're going to talk about NFL. Playoffs have been decided. Now we're getting into the Super Bowl.
The big game.
Big game.
Yeah.
All right, we got Bucks versus Chiefs.
No one's surprised about the Chiefs.
Yeah, I
From
think
the beginning of the year, it was just that's what it was.
We all kind of figured that one. So overall, just simple. Who do we think is going to win?
Who we got?
That's a tough one.
I got the Chiefs repeating.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's an ideal matchup. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes,
I feel like Chiefs are they're a little bit more balanced. They can attack you from pretty much every angle, ground game,
Yeah, I got the Chiefs.
or the top.
Yeah, like who's gonna guard Tyreek Hill?
But it's definitely going to be interesting to watch.
Well, the problem with guarding Tyreek Hill is you got to guard Tyreek Hill, Mecole Hardman,
Sammy.
Travis Kelce, Sammy. Got to guard
Yeah, it's not.
Clyde Edwards at the backfield.
Yep.
I mean, they just have athletes.
And
on the
Le'Veon.
field.
Le'Veon.
Le'Veon, yeah. They have athletes on the field.
It's definitely going to be interesting.
Who
to
you
watch,
got? You got the Chiefs?
Yeah, I got the Chiefs on that one.
Are we calling it a close game or are we calling it a...
I don't know.
All right, score predictions. We're gonna write this down
Mm.
just because, just for fun. So what do we have score prediction wise?
Well, the Chiefs are air raid, fast paced offense. So
Okay.
so I don't know if the Bucks defense can keep up with that. So I'm gonna go.
I got mine.
All right.
38-27.
Okay.
Chiefs.
I was going 38, but I'm not going 27. I'm gonna go.
Dude, they can score. They got Tom Brady, Mike Evans. Bro, come on.
But I wanted to be closer than that.
Is it Goodwin, whatever his name is?
Yeah,
He's good.
Chris Goodwin or Godwin.
What do you think,
Yeah,
Cam?
Chris Godwin.
All right. So what I'm gonna have is, I'm gonna have the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is gonna be a pretty high scoring game.
Right.
So I got 41.
Oof.
Shout out to the Chiefs kicker. He's gonna make him a couple field goals. All right. So I got 41.
Bucker is that his name?
Harrison Butker.
41 to Tom Brady can them little like 5-yard dump offs is what hurts. So I have 21. 41-21 Chiefs.
That's not bad.
42-28.
Okay.
What? You said it was gonna be
I-
close.
I
That's
was
literally
going
like
to.
the same as mine.
I was going to, but I went 42-14 because that's what Alabama beat Notre Dame on, like before the playoffs, and I was like, that's a good score. So I went 42-28 to give the Tampa Bay Buccaneers a little bit more credit than Notre Dame when they had Manti Te'o.
Well, I think you're still limiting the past with Bama. The dynasty's over.
That's crazy.
That's
What's
the
the
last
Wait,
the
what?
last champion. That's the last championship y'all ever see.
Did we win this year?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's the last one.
Okay.
All right, DJ's coming into town.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We'll get to that.
Who do we have in the who do we have winning NFL MVP?
I say Patrick Mahomes or Le'Veon Bell.
Okay. Ballsy. Ballsy. I'm gonna have to go with Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce.
Okay.
I think Travis Kelce.
That's Le'Veon Bell's like underdog.
Right. Yeah. If he comes in and has a game,
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
All right, Clemson Pipeline. Sammy
Watkins.
Oh heck no.
No, but for real, probably Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
I
no
think-
doubt.
yeah.
Alabama Pipeline. Reggie Ragland.
They don't run the ball.
Yeah.
So it's
They do a lot of
them or like
end-arounds.
Tyreek. I don't know. Who knows?
They do a lot of end around and double reverses. So. Let's see.
So Super Bowl coming up. When is it?
Sixth
February
or
6th?
7th.
February 6th
I think
or
it's the
7th?
7th.
Okay.
I want to say. I could be completely wrong.
So speaking of Super Bowls,
Mm-hmm.
they have the halftime show.
Pretty much 50% of America watches it for the game. 50% watches it for the. Let's be honest here. The commercials.
Yeah, it's like
Hey,
the
but
game
last year,
versus
was it
the
last year?
commercials.
Jennifer Lopez?
And Shakira.
Shakira,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
last year because me and Kendall were in our dorm.
That was
Yep.
a Torque Fest, dude.
That was
It was great.
Yeah,
It was great.
I was.
Can't say that I didn't enjoy it.
It was definitely a meme Just
That wasn't me.
I would say
that was a great show.
I would say that them hips do not lie. Still,
Better
to this
than-
day, she can be
Better
what she
than
wants to.
Justin Timberlake.
Shakira, J-Lo. Who you got?
Are you asking me which one?
Yep.
J-Lo.
I don't know. J-Lo's got
That's from my dad. My dad hates J-Lo.
Shakira.
On the floor.
Shakira.
It's got to be Shakira.
Her hips do not lie, but J-Lo doesn't age.
That
J-Lo
is
bad. A-Rod, lucky man. He's a lucky man. I'll tell you that.
He said his dream date a long time ago was with J-Lo, and then he made it happen.
Well-
So always chase your dreams.
Well, when you're
A multi-million-dollar baseball player.
yeah, and play for the Yankees a few years.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of money in your
Yeah.
pocket. I don't think you're not hurt.
He wasn't really worried about it.
Yeah,
but, like,
no, I feel like you just like slide in the DMs.
And it just happens.
Hey, how you doing?
my name is,
Yeah.
you say who you are.
My name is Air.
My-
There's no need to introduce yourself.
Right.
If you
If you have that blue check next to your name,
He's a lucky
Yes.
man.
he is.
yes. So,
But he said Shakira, so.
Shakira over J-Lo any day.
She seems like she's annoying.
Shakira back in her like hips don't lie days, like back when she made the song, maybe.
Yeah.
J-Lo
She's
doesn't
annoying.
age.
She's
so
annoying.
that
I
is-
feel like J-Lo's annoying.
No, J-Lo bad.
Nah, J-Lo talks too much. Shakira is definitely my go-to on that. So,
Okay.
all right, halftime show is going to be The Weeknd.
The Weeknd.
Just got his face done.
Yeah,
You know what it
he
is.
just got a what is it? Botox?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Um,
Ugly.
All right.
The Weeknd, he had some bangers early on. Kind of fell off a little bit, but he's trying to make a comeback now.
I was like, Blinding Lights is a really good song if they wouldn't overplay it, but
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna kill that until the Super Bowl comes up, and
What's your favorite commercial?
Okay.
Super Bowl commercial.
I went with the OG for that one. When we start talking about it, the Mean Joe Green,
Okay.
hey kid, like throws the Coke back because
What is it? Hey kid.
Hey kid, well
Catch.
the kid was so upset and he was supposed to be this big
Yeah.
big mean guy that
Mean Joe Green.
Right. So throws the little kid the Coke and everyone's like, oh man, Mean Joe Green. Maybe not so mean.
That one is like a.
I don't remember that
That
one.
one's a classic.
That is like like if you look up Super Bowl commercials, I feel like that is like the
We'll have to-
classic.
we'll have
That's
to
like
watch it
the
later.
pinnacle.
Alright, we'll watch it later.
Yeah.
But that is definitely a classic.
Not like the funny ones because that's what really people watch for now is like the funny ones. But
Yeah.
like that is a classic Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah, like there's like some that are like stupid,
Right.
and then you have some that are they're like heartwarming, and then you actually have some that are like actually.
The hard one,
Yeah.
I also like the ones that are like the Clydesdales,
Yeah,
saving the dog,
the
for the
Budweisers.
Budweiser. Those are good ones.
Those
Like,
are-
we were talking about earlier, like the stupid ones, like Puppy Monkey Baby.
It's
Is
hard
that,
to
one,
say.
is that one your favorite?
What is that? Is that Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
I don't think.
Or Monster or something? It's something like that.
I'm not.
Is it-
That's the stupid one. and
Doritos
then-
always comes up with the weirdest commercials.
Yeah.
It might be Doritos.
All right, it's right. That one, and then
It might be.
the Budweiser
Yeah.
that we were talking
It's
about.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah, Mountain Dew.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
Look, we love your
We love
commercials.
your commercials.
We love your products in general. The hot sauce, we haven't got our hands onto it yet. We need to find it. Send it to us if you want to.
Although, yeah, I'll make some chicken, throw some hot sauce on it. It'll just
It'll-
exquisite.
It'll be good. Also, if you have a NASCAR jacket, Mountain Dew NASCAR jacket, I'd like that too.
My sister saw one the other day. She said you wanted to buy it for you. I didn't get her to buy it
What?
for me.
It's kind of upsetting.
If I'm glad
I would
though,
have bought
'cause
it for you, Ken.
Thank you. Because if she bought it for you, I would have been jealous.
You been jealous that I had
Yeah.
it?
Mhm.
You wouldn't wear it.
So that's good.
Where do you wear that?
Ask Lucas.
You wear that everywhere.
Lucas Little.
Shout out Lucas.
Poop.
Poot Giger.
So
No one
shout out
understands
Lucas,
that,
big NASCAR guy.
Yeah, big NASCAR guy.
I think my favorite Super Bowl commercial is I think it's a Volkswagen commercial where there's a kid and he's like in his house and he's like dressed up as Darth Vader and he's like going around the house and he's
Isn't he,
like
like, trying to use the Force?
Yeah, he's trying to use
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Force and like
but
nothing's
I don't
working.
remember any of these, bro.
And it's like his dad pulls up in the driveway and he like locks the car. He comes in the house and he's like, and the kid goes out and he's like trying to use the Force to start the car. Well, the dad's like watching in the window, and it's I think it was like when remote starts.
It was
were,
like a newer thing.
Yeah, when remote starts
Yeah.
were just now coming out. And he starts the car from the window, and now the kid all of a sudden thinks he's using the Force,
Right.
and it was just really cool and really funny.
He like
But-
is shocked and like looks at his hand like he did
yeah,
something.
yes, like I think he like turns back to the window really fast. But that one's probably my favorite.
Mhm.
So going back to NFL, there's going to be some changes around this offseason and stuff like
A
that.
lot of changes.
And a question that we got was, do we think Drew Brees will stay in New Orleans or even football period? Where do we think Drew Brees is going?
I cannot imagine Drew Brees pulling a Tom Brady
No.
and leaving where
he's
he's
not
been.
healthy.
He's not. I mean, the last game he played, it wasn't.
He
Drew
looks so
Brees.
physically and mentally done.
Yeah.
When I think it was saw a video, it was when like the seconds were counting down. He was like he looks over at Jameis and
Oh,
you
yeah,
see
yeah.
him mouthing
This
the
is your
words.
team now.
Yeah, this is your
Yeah,
team
yeah.
now. So
He'd be a real good coach.
yes, he
Real
will
good. I mean,
be.
he's been in football for a real long time.
There's some people that are like football players and just football players, and there's some people that are like football players and they can coach too.
Yeah.
And a lot of football players try to go into coaching, but it's just not their thing. But I think Drew Brees definitely has that edge on
Now let me ask you, because just like the Drew Brees situation, the Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford
him. Okay.
is also leaving.
Yeah.
He's been trying to leave. So he's
leave, like retire?
no, like leave Detroit.
I don't know where he would go. He
But-
could fit anywhere.
But he's a good quarterback. So
He's a real good
what if
quarterback.
the Saints get rid of Drew Brees,
I
put in Matthew Stafford?
remember SEC on CBS. It was Florida Georgia game, and I just remember always seeing Matthew Stafford light up the Gators.
He's a god.
So
He has the arm strength.
The little sidearm?
Yeah, he's got that arm strength like Patrick Mahomes. And,
it's the helmet.
Telling
He's been
you.
wearing that helmet. For
Yes.
all,
yes,
all
the
OG
Peyton Manning.
Yes, all OG quarterbacks always have the same helmet from like day one
Yeah.
through their last day.
Yeah.
he's probably never switched helmets. The same pads
Same
from
thing
day
with Tom
one.
Brady. He's had the same.
Yeah, he's kind of switched game here or there, but overall he's
Who
been
was it
with
the
that
other day we
same-
saw with Aaron Rodgers with the same no padding chin
Yes.
strap that just
Yeah,
wears your chin
the
out?
padding chin strap you get at the Walmart.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the helmet or
costs
whatever.
$100.
Was it shut?
Yeah.
yeah.
No padding, just straight rubbing.
Pee Wee football. If you had those chin straps,
Yeah.
you take it off after a 2-hour
And it's all
practice.
red.
and
Just ready to go.
It would wear your chin out raw. But Matthew Stafford, I don't really know where
He's still got some left in. Matthew Stafford, they were talking about if Philip Rivers doesn't come out to the Colts.
Mhm.
He's done.
Yeah.
I thought he retired.
If he retired already, I might have missed that. But if he doesn't come out to the Colts, then Matthew
Yeah.
Stafford could step in
Dude,
there.
you put Matthew Stafford with a decent team, then
I feel
he's
bad
set.
because Detroit has almost ended his career like they have many others. Barry Sanders, Megatron, they both retired way too
Yeah.
early.
Yeah.
So Detroit needs to just let him go.
Yeah, that's like I just don't know where he would be like really. I don't know where I would see him at.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I never thought I'd see Tom Brady in a Buccaneers uniform.
That is true.
When he left, I could not believe it.
But what do we back to Breeze? What do we think on that one?
I think he's got to go down.
I think he's also retiring officially.
I say
And-
maybe at best he pushes one more year
Mhm.
because he's been trying for so long
He
to get the
get hurt.
MVP and the Super Bowl because he's been so close every year. But I
He
think
get hurt.
at most 1 year and he just calls it.
Now, when it say he does retire or leave or whatever, what do the Saints do now? Do they build around Jameis or Taysom Hill, or do they go after someone else?
I don't know if you can build around Jameis. You
He
can,
threw too many- he's a turnover machine.
the Buccaneers tried. He had 30 touchdowns, but he had 30 interceptions.
Yeah, he had Mike Evans.
Yeah, and he had more weapons on the
Yeah.
Buccaneers team. Look at Tom Brady now.
Yeah.
I don't know if the because some players when they get on a team it's just not there. It's just not fit for them. But they go on another team like Justin Fields.
Yeah, but he was behind Drew Brees for a little bit.
Right.
That helps.
Wow.
But there's so many new quarterbacks and good quarterbacks coming out of this year's draft. So
I like
it'll be
Taysom Hill.
But the problem with Taysom Hill is he doesn't have always the arm talent
Yes, he does.
that a real quarterback. He's also older. Taysom Hill's not young.
Oh, he's not.
No, Taysom Hill is
Bro, he can throw though.
and that's the deceiving thing is
Well, he came from BYU, so they're automatically like 25 as a freshman.
Oh, that's true.
So
Right.
they got to go through like what is it, three or four mission trips or something
Yeah.
before they can even like a start school, something like
Yeah.
that. I don't know. Coastal took care of BYU, by the way.
we did.
Hey, yeah, you got it on right there. Mullets
Yes, sir.
Mormons.
Mullets and Mormons.
So, yeah, that's there's so many good quarterbacks coming out of this year's draft. It'll be interesting to see where everybody ends up, where everybody goes. Do we think Aaron Rodgers stays Packers?
I hope so.
I think Aaron Rodgers
He can win a Super Bowl.
he can because they just need to not do what they did to him last year in the draft and pick up a
Yes.
quarterback when they could have picked up literally anybody else.
He
in the
needs
offense.
one more wide receiver and He doesn't even need a tight end.
He
I
can
saw
only-
on Twitter, they said, imagine if the Packers had Higgins or
Yes, dude.
who was Chase Claypool.
They could have taken Henry Ruggs. They could have taken. I mean, they would have traded for that. But anyone would have been better than Jordan Love, a quarterback.
Yes. I didn't even know who the dude was.
And I get like why they picked him because I mean maybe you don't know how many years Aaron has left, but you take him. I don't even know if he was going to go to anyone else behind them. So
Rodgers has 3 more years.
Right, you could have taken him or a quarterback in like the 3rd round. You didn't have to waste your 1st round talent whenever your quarterback's playing at an MVP level. I just don't know how good that was from.
He's never been bad. I've never seen him bad.
His offseason is better than most quarterbacks on season.
And he was hurt last year, wasn't he? Or was it 2 years ago? I mean, he's coming off an injury.
He's been riddled with injuries his whole career.
Yeah.
He used to run a lot, and that's why he got a lot of concussions.
Where was he at in college? Was
Cal.
Okay.
Cal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He
speaking
lit it up
of
at Cal, too.
who?
When he was at Cal, he lit it up.
A lot of good quarterbacks come from that West Coast. I don't know what they got going out there, but
Them sunshine boys.
I guess.
Sunshine.
Speaking of off-season moves, let's kind of go into like our favorite NFL teams and like what do we want to see from our favorite teams and how they react to the off-season here.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest, I don't really pay attention. Well, I do pay attention to NFL, but I don't really dive in. I used to be a Giant. Well, I mean, I still am, I guess, but
You don't necessarily care as much what they do.
yeah, just kind of like a low-key Giants fan.
Right.
Family up there in New York.
Big
So,
Eli guy?
I was a big Eli guy. Still am a big Eli guy.
Right, well, second best brother.
I got the jersey. If it was still fit, I would wear it. It's
Right.
kind of like a crop top, and it's like real tight.
You look like Zeke with
Yeah,
the crop top.
yes,
Yeah.
it's real tight. But man, Eli and Tiki Barber.
Tiki
Wow.
Barber's a boss.
Plexico Birds.
Him and his
I also
brother, I
used
used
to
to always
look
read that book.
Yes,
Did you?
the workout book.
I don't know.
Oh,
Victor Cruz. they had a good team back in the day.
I have a memorabilia collector's item Pepsi bottle with Plexico Birds on it. This was before
Really?
he accidentally shot himself in
Right.
the thigh.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was my guy.
They used to have, I think it was, I don't want to be wrong, but it might have been Ahmad Bradshaw. He was number 44, and I played
running back.
I played Madden, I want to
Yes.
say 11 or 10, and there was like a challenge on there where I just loved to run with Ahmad Bradshaw for some reason. I'm not a Giants fan. It was just something about
That's
Ahmad
like,
Bradshaw.
when I had Madden on my phone, I always ran with TJ Yeldon.
Okay.
I love TJ Yeldon. I don't know why. It's
Garbage.
something about him in that Jags uniform that I just liked, and the
Garbage.
number 4 on the back.
TJ Yeldon did good the other day. We watched him. I hadn't even heard from him in a while. He was on, I don't even know where he is now. He moved around, and I had not heard about him. He was playing the game the other day.
So, but I don't really have like a dying favorite team.
The Buffalo Bills, that's who it was.
Yeah,
I
it's
had
Bills.
not heard about him in such a long time. He was on the Bills. TJ Yeldon.
I don't know what I want the Browns to do. They need to work on defense for sure.
You want to keep OBJ?
No. He's just problematic.
You can get
Toxic.
someone for as much
He
as
is
his
toxic.
contract is.
Yeah, you can get 2 people.
Hmm.
I don't even know what his contract is, but I'm sure
It's
we
probably absurd.
can probably get 2 defenders.
You're more or less paying for his name than you are for his
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're paying for his ego more than
Mhm.
anything.
Yeah. I mean, he's a good player, but he's just ever since
You
got
you
hurt,
almost play better without him.
we did play better
Yeah.
without him.
Giants would have won the Super Bowl, or no, they
Be
would
quiet,
have.
bro.
They would have gone to the Super Bowl if they did not go on that boat trip in Miami. I don't.
No, whatever. What about you? What do you think about the
They
Dolphins?
haven't done anything since then.
That's what I'm saying. It's a curse.
That was on them. The Dolphins,
They need a running. Nah.
we need a running back and another receiver because our best receiver when Devontae got hurt was Lynn Bowden, who was actually a quarterback at Kentucky. Was it?
Kentucky.
When your best receiver was a quarterback in college, it's hard to work with. Which I get. The Tua slander has to stop because he had no one to throw to.
Yeah, that's true.
And he
Other
still
than Devontae Parker.
and he was hurt most season.
Yeah.
Tua had a better first season than Josh Allen did, and look at Josh Allen now. He went to the playoffs.
Mhm.
So if you can get Tua some help, I mean, it's gonna sound biased, but that's how all the first the mock drafts have come out. They had us getting either Devontae Smith or who's the guy from LSU,
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase, getting him first, and then an offensive lineman, and then Najee in the second round. I would even take ETN.
Okay.
Etienne's, yeah. That's a good pick.
So we just need offensive help, really.
ETN's gonna be okay in the NFL. I feel like he's
yes.
he's built. for that.
Yeah. pass catcher.
Yeah, good out the backfield.
And
He can also handle a lot of carries.
early on in Clemson, the problem was he wasn't a good blocker. He was not good on blocking. So they taught him up on that, and he definitely worked on it. And you could definitely see some improvement with that, and him out of the backfield going out for passes.
That was always like whenever you guys couldn't get any offense going, throw it to your best player, let him work out the backfield.
Yep.
Because one man isn't going to tackle him
What?
right away.
I think it was the Boston College game this past season. Obviously, what was it, like down by like 18, 17, something like that.
Yeah.
Needed a change of momentum, and I think he just went out for a little wheel route, and Trevor caught him out there, and it was off to the races. So him
And that right there, as
backfield,
soon as something like that happens, you know the teams that aren't supposed to win, they just shut down because they don't know how to react to the comeback.
So, but EJ, you don't really know what.
I mean, they have defensive backs. They have Denzel Ward, Delpit, Greedy. I just need defensive line.
You could always use a new linebacker. I mean, Mac Wilson isn't bad, but
Mac Wilson. We got Taki 2 years ago. He's about to be on his 3rd year. I mean, linebackers are okay. We just need D-line.
Yeah. You could definitely see that in the Chiefs game. I think as soon as it ended, you said we need to
because Olivier,
he's
getting old. I mean,
he's still playing good. Probably still the best lineman you have. Myles Garrett did not impress me as much as I would have thought he would.
Yeah, he's lazy. But anyways, we need one more wide receiver, and I think we'll be set. O-line's good.
I think if you get rid of OBJ, get one more receiver and a
someone that's
defensive line,
fast.
a Tyreek Hill type of player.
Yeah.
Not. I mean, you're looking for a lot there, but if you could find someone with that kind of speed and elusiveness, you can.
Oh man, I feel like there's somebody coming out this year that's kind of like
it says Rondell Moore. If you remember Rondell Moore.
Rondell Moore is a small.
He's projected to go to Purdue, not Purdue.
You like
the
Rondell
Browns.
Moore?
I mean, yeah, he's a good player. If he goes to the Browns, I'll be happy.
Rondell Moore and Jalen Waddle's got the speed. He was always just a deep threat.
I couldn't tackle him. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. Well,
I couldn't tackle him.
Neither
He's
could I.
5'7". You can't
I feel like who do you think you could tackle?
Are you talking about 101 down the
1-on-1? What is it? Is it
Tom Brady.
Oklahoma drill?
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
That doesn't count. You gotta get it.
Ryan Mallett. He retired a while ago.
Arkansas.
Woo Pig Suey.
Woo Pig, yes sir. He had like 48 speed in Madden. I feel like I could tackle him. I might have like a 36, but I'm gonna chase him down. I'm a ball hawk.
So now, still in football phase. So there was some college football transitions over the past week. We talked about last podcast how Tennessee was on the search for a coach, and we were scared that they were going to come after ours with Jamie Chadwell here at Coastal, and they did not go after Jamie Chadwell, and I don't really think it was much of a coaching search or much drama with it. They just
I think they kind of just picked somebody.
That was
they
kind
came
of a
out
weird
with today
pick.
with
That was weird.
Josh Heupel.
When I saw that this morning, I thought that was such a weird pick. I never heard anything about searching.
It was an impulse. I feel like it was an impulse decision.
They didn't even go for like a big name. They just went for
Josh Heupel.
Josh Heupel.
I've got a buddy that goes there, Keegan Cummings, if he's listening to this, and he was happy that he's gone. So if that's saying anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was gone from UCF.
Yes.
And I heard a bunch of people from UCF were actually happy about that, but now.
And they've usually had a good ball team, but
yeah.
I mean, there's got to be something.
Well, they keep
them.
getting shafted down there with who was it? Scott Frost.
Okay, yeah.
And
Is that his name? Yeah, Scott Frost.
He went to Nebraska.
Scott Frost built a pretty good team that year.
Their program was good.
And then gone.
Right.
Josh Heupel comes in. They did okay.
Mediocre, not the best.
Gone.
But that quarterback carried them, whatever his name is.
I knew. Did he leave?
He's like a top 10.
Coming
Oh,
back.
yeah, he's
coming
I
back.
swear he's
He
been there.
carried
I
them.
swear that he's been there forever.
What's his
Because
name?
didn't he get hurt? He came back.
And no, that one transferred.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, did he?
I'm talking about the guy that started this
Mackenzie
year.
Milton?
He transferred.
Milton transferred.
Okay, Dylan Gabriel.
Yes.
Dylan Gabriel is coming back.
Yes. Okay,
Yes.
I thought he was going to.
And
the draft.
speaking of Tennessee, since they picked their coach, 3 players as of recent have decommitted or transferred from Tennessee to the Sooners.
Who's their quarterback?
Who
for next year?
Tennessee. It's
not Guarin.
It's not Garantano.
Is he leaving?
Yeah.
Even if he's not leaving, I would not want.
He's
that to be
awful.
I wouldn't want that to be my quarterback. Actually, I want him to stay because every time that Alabama plays him, I
Just get wrecked.
I just know that
He's
we're
one of those
guaranteed. We're
guys.
guaranteed at least.
That's almost like every year though.
I mean, yeah, but but I enjoy playing Garantano because he came in last year and 2 years ago, and he tried to run a QB sneak that would have given them, it would have put them back in the ball game. And he fumbled on the 1 yard line trying to jump over it, and we ran a 100-yard fumble scoop and score. So I love that guy.
Oh, and by the way, Mackenzie Milton, he entered the transfer portal, and he is now at FSU.
So, there you go. There you got some competition.
Hey, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's not a bad player.
Florida State also got shafted with.
Florida State has been. I think they were such a good team just to make this drastic of a fall off.
Who was it? Jimbo that promised, or maybe that was.
Jimbo promised.
Who was it?
Tam, Texas A&M. He promised him a natty. Because they gave him a trophy as soon as he got there.
Well, I'm saying like somebody. I can't remember if it was Dan Mullen.
Okay.
Or Jimbo Fisher that said, "I'm not leaving," and like the very next week, out the door.
Money talks.
Money does talk.
I don't remember that.
So back to UCF. Josh Heupel gone from UCF, now at Rocky Top.
Good old Rocky Top.
Great song.
And then Randy Shannon moves in as the interim head coach at UCF. He hasn't been named head coach yet, instead of just interim. So I still feel like they're still on the search for
Got something to prove.
So the question is surrounding Central Florida down there in Orlando is, do they go after Gus Malzahn or someone else? And they're just naming a name right now with Randy Shannon.
Is Gus Malzahn a good coach?
I feel like he is. I feel like he's a good OC.
Right, so maybe he should.
He's a good coordinator, but he's not a head coach.
He has not had much success.
If you get Gus Malzahn at OC and you get Will Muschamp at DC, you got a pretty good team.
Whether your head coach is good or not.
Yes.
But neither one of them are head coaches.
No.
Can they go for Muschamp? Did he already go somewhere?
No, he's
back
free
in Florida.
game.
Or he's back at
Oh, is he?
He's back. Where did he start?
What are you talking about?
Where did he start? Georgia or Auburn, wherever he was. He's back wherever he started.
I know he was at okay, he's now at Georgia.
Yeah, he's back at Georgia. That's what I thought.
As what? Do we know? What is he there for? I am unsure.
Defensive coordinator, probably.
Okay, so he's back with he's with Kirby Smart. Him and Kirby Smart were I think they coached at like
Florida, right? No.
Yeah. They were.
I don't know.
Were they at
They're good
Alabama
buds
again?
though. They're good.
Yeah, they were at. They coached together at like West Georgia, I think.
They look alike
like
too. No, okay.
No,
That's just me.
I don't see it.
I would take Kirby Smart back at Alabama.
Everybody's got to go to Nick Saban's
The
rehabilitation
center,
coaching clinic.
Well, we just got 2 NFL coaches.
Yeah, was it from the Jets and the Jags, wasn't it?
From I think Bill O'Brien is from Houston.
Okay.
And I don't know. I'm not exactly sure where the other guy was from. It might have been the Jags.
It was Gase, wasn't it?
No, we were thinking about Gase, but instead we went Bill O'Brien, Bill O. And we just got our offensive line coach as an NFL head coach. I don't know how we're getting the rehab from the NFL, but
yeah,
come on down.
And so then opening games. The schedules were released today. Some of them. Opening games. We mentioned earlier in our earlier podcast that Clemson opens up against Georgia and Charlotte, I do believe. So that'll be a good game. And Ohio State is. I think you said it was Oregon.
The Ducks, yeah.
We were supposed to play in this past year.
Right.
Opening day.
Alabama has.
I do remember that.
Alabama has Miami in Atlanta, I believe. I could be wrong on that one.
Ooh, in Atlanta.
But I believe
That's gonna be a tough game for.
We own
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Every time we go there, we win.
That's a tough game for a freshman quarterback.
Yeah,
Not freshman.
yes.
Is he gonna be a freshman? Redshirt,
No,
sophomore, whatever.
I'm not
Okay.
exactly sure if he redshirted or not, but yeah, Bryce Young.
Your opening game is going to be at Minnesota, but the very next week.
We're starting with the Big Ten game.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Well, September 11th is going to be in Columbus with Oregon. Your second.
Dude,
That's your second
I'm
game.
gonna get a ticket. You wanna go?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'll go.
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
Wait,
no.
I'm serious.
just go Ducks.
I'll
If
go.
we
Skull Ducks.
if there's no like size limit or like,
I really hope not. I really hope there isn't.
but if let's say I'm going.
All right.
Road trip.
I'll see you there. Yeah.
Road trip.
I'll go.
Cookout Crew road trip. We'll take y'all on the road.
We'll
with
do a
us.
podcast from the hotel room.
And then the bowl projections for way too early bowl
projections had Coastal
playing Notre
New Year's
Dame.
Six.
Notre Dame in a New Year's Six bowl.
In the Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah.
I do believe. So we're already booking hotels for Arizona.
They already stole it from us last year, but this year New Year's Six are bust.
They don't want it, bro.
Yes.
Grace McCall, second year coming in and coming right up the offense again.
Oh yeah. A lot of returners.
Yeah.
A lot of
Everyone's
returners at
returning.
Coastal.
Most of them
So
are returning.
we're riding the revenge bus. We're not really getting revenge on anybody other than the playoff committee.
2021 revenge tour.
I'll see y'all there.
Yes, sir.
Sunbelt,
Already got my
Liberty
ticket.
quarterback. Well, they're not in the Sunbelt.
Malik Willis.
Yeah. Rumors he might be going to Ohio State.
That is the rumor. Ohio State does need a quarterback, and he did dot us up.
Y'all gonna take Martell back. He just
Hey.
Take Martell.
He'll be 4th string, just like at all the other places.
Who would be your starter this year if you didn't get anybody?
C.J. Stroud.
CJ
probably.
Stroud.
But y'all got Olave coming back, which is a big.
Olave, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah. A lot returning.
And then Clemson has Justin Ross coming back. That was a big one, and James Skalski, and someone else. I feel like
The
maybe
DB.
not. Yes, DK Darion Kendrick.
Did you want him to come back?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know. If he went into the draft, they were projecting him. What'd you say? You said like 32 through 45?
He was really close to a first rounder.
So I don't really know. I feel like him coming back is definitely going to be. He's going to be a veteran. So, but we're definitely glad to have him back over there.
Do y'all think it's going to be the same playoff?
Probably.
Ohio State, Clemson?
Absolutely.
I'm a little worried about
Bama.
Alabama having the.
I think it's
young
going to be like a
quarterback.
lot of one-loss teams, and then there's going to be that one real good team that no one
Everyone's
really
getting back
expected.
into out of
This might be
conference play.
There was a lot of talk about this being the first. Cincinnati might sneak in. First group.
Yeah,
not
dude,
group 5.
they have a lot of people returning too.
Yeah.
We got Coastal needs to schedule
I'm
Cincinnati.
telling y'all, Oklahoma.
I want him to schedule Cincinnati.
Oklahoma.
You think Oklahoma's gonna do that?
Yeah.
Spencer Rattler.
So we'll write it down now. Connor's
Write it down, bro.
all right.
Oklahoma's making it.
Connor's team.
Oklahoma makes it all the time, and they're just like bye week.
They're
for
really good.
Choklahoma.
Oklahoma's a bye week for everyone every year. Spencer Rattler is projected though top Heisman.
Yeah.
He showed himself. He started
Grayson
off.
McCall for Heisman.
I saw an article.
Dark horse.
Dark horse
Yep,
Heisman.
there it is.
So Grayson McCall is our dark horse Heisman. Put that one on the board. Dark horse.
Put it on the board.
And then now we're going to kind of transition into Major League Baseball. There were some big moves made in the past couple of weeks. A lot of sports has just been out the walls lately.
It's crazy because it's only really there weren't many sports playing, but everyone is making moves.
Yes, they're making money moves.
Wild
here.
off season.
So
Wild thing.
first off, rest in peace to the GOAT,
Yeah.
Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron.
Legend.
Died
The legend.
the age of 86.
One of the best.
He is definitely one of the greatest, if not the.
You can call him the greatest.
No, I wouldn't call him the greatest. But if I'm building a MLB dream team,
He's on it.
He's my right fielder.
Babe Ruth.
I can't have Babe Ruth on there. I don't know. He's too slow. Too slow.
If he didn't hit a home run, he was out. That's just what it was.
Yeah. You just assume strikeout. I bet his average. What was it? His average. I don't know if his average was that good even. Because it was either strikeout or home run.
Dingers.
He'd go out the night before and party and.
See, but the pitchers weren't that good. They would like spit on the ball, and that's all they had.
That was how they got action on the ball.
Yeah.
Some
Like
spit.
Ephus.
Yeah, they'd put like they'd bring a nail file out there and stuff like that.
Kind of like this.
Scrape up the
filing.
ball. Yeah. But rest in peace, Hank Aaron.
For sure.
There were some big trades and some big deals.
Big signings. Phillies re-signed their catcher.
Yes. JT.
JT for 5 years, $15 million or $150 million.
Real
Big
Muto.
deal.
Real Muto.
Jeez.
So what is that? 330 plus 115.
Oh.
I'm not too good at math, but that's a lot of money.
We're paying 2 people. The Phillies are paying 2 people on the team.
Your catcher and your
Catcher
right fielder.
and the right fielder. The rest of the field is you
Forget
better hope that he can run from the right field to left field.
You're-
The ball's in.
it's
Did
sad
y'all make
when you-
playoffs last year?
No.
Y'all were a wild card.
Barely.
I thought.
No. Marlins were the wild card, and they were down by like one game. Y'all were like one game
Yes,
back.
and you got.
We were
yeah,
second
okay.
we were second for most of the year, and then right at the end, just like the year before, just tanked. And we were ahead of the Marlins by like.
Marlins are good.
It was like 3 games.
It was like we had a comfortable lead where you shouldn't have been able to blow it, and we blew it.
Marlins are
because y'all went head to head, and then y'all lost those, so that makes it up quick right there. And the Braves signed Pablo Sandoval for 1 year.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, well, I don't really like it.
I feel you heard it in his voice how I felt about that.
Pablo Sandoval, man, the big panda.
He can be good or a bust.
They signed him to a minor league deal.
Okay, that can be good.
Yeah, but he's no use to us. Like he's signed for 1 year. We should have spent all that money on Ozuna. I don't know how much he's asking, but Marcell Ozuna is probably one of my favorite players.
He's a stud.
I liked him when he was on the Marlins, and the Marlins got rid of all their good outfielders. The Marlins had a stacked outfield with Yelich, Stanton, and Ozuna.
What an outfield.
Got rid of all of them.
All of them.
And the Braves picked up Ozuna from the Cardinals last season, and dude, he's definitely made an impact for the Braves this year. Helped us win a bunch of ball games, and I just hope we can sign him. Nothing's been done yet, but there's a lot of teams interested in him, and I don't really know how much he's asking for, but it must be a good little bit, or we're waiting out on a bigger name, and then we're going to come back to Ozuna
and work on the contract.
But George Springer, now with the Jays, the Blue Jays are making big moves over there. They're going to be a good team this year. And the New York Mets, they're going after, let's see, they got Cookie, and they got, who'd they get? Francisco Lindor.
They're trying to get Bauer.
They are trying to get Trevor Bauer from the Reds now. So that'll be a good team this year. We'll have to watch out for them in the NL East. But, and then we have a question from Mr. Doug. This was
my dad.
It was who pointed out that this was the 3rd time in 20 years that no one's been inducted into the Hall of Fame this year. So, which is kind of weird. And I think there's been like 9 total maybe, and like the first couple were in like World War II days and stuff like that. But that's a little bit wild. But do we think Roger Clemens, Barry Bonds, or Curt Schilling belongs on the
what do you think
in the Hall of Fame?
Well, didn't Kurt ask to be pulled off the ballot?
He did ask for that.
But people were calling for him to just stay on.
Yeah, they're wanting him to stay on. I think Barry Bonds should have been in it a long time ago.
I 100% agree.
But when your head grows 3 sizes in like 2 years, it's a little bit.
Something's a little off.
Yeah. And Roger Clemens, he was a great pitcher. I do think they all belong. They've spent their time in timeout.
And especially now that there's no one else going in.
Yeah.
It's time.
Well,
how long?
Yeah, but
I'm
gonna pull the card. But they were like doing steroids.
They were.
But it was fun baseball.
The baseball back then, hitting 40. Everyone's hitting 40 home runs.
The home run.
You best believe if Kendall shoots up some steroids, he gonna be hitting some dingers.
I hit dingers now.
But dingers only. 450 over the wall or nothing is all I'm saying.
It's just not fair to other guys.
I'm a 5 o'clock hitter.
Right.
I'm good at 5 o'clock, but as soon as game time comes on, the lights come on.
Right. BP is unreal.
Yeah.
All right, then what about the Pete Rose deal?
Okay. I do think Pete Rose belongs. I feel like this is a big debate.
He got shunned for different reasons.
Yeah, I'm more on Pete Rose than
the steroids.
Yeah, because he was betting on his own team to win.
He bet on his own team to win, and I said
that's just confidence.
No.
Right? Like, come on, bro.
That's confidence. Do you shun somebody for being confident?
He was a baller, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Pete Rose also has some fire restaurants.
He did. I met Pete Rose one time in his restaurant.
He's mean though. I've heard a lot
of people do not like Pete Rose.
He just sits there and signs autographs.
Probably because he's bitter about not being in the Hall of Fame. Put him in there. Maybe he's a great guy.
I would be mad if I didn't get inducted to.
If I was as good as Pete Rose was and then didn't get inducted because I bet on my team.
I watched some documentary on him and he said he doesn't regret doing any of it.
Pete Rose isn't like these prima donna guys that you have now. Pete Rose was a grinder. He was a scrappy guy.
He's good, man.
I know.
Always stealing bases.
And he has one quote that says like, I'd rather go to hell in gasoline pants than not play baseball again or something like that. But this guy, he loved the game, and you could definitely tell that. Bet on your own team to win. I mean, that's just. I would love that guy in my locker room.
Right.
Saying
when he just knows you're gonna win enough to bet on your own team.
Yeah, he's definitely a leader, but I do think Clemens, Bonds, and Schilling and Pete Rose all belong in there. What do y'all think on that?
I agree. The timeout's been long enough.
I don't really care.
How long do you shun somebody from being in the Hall of Fame, getting inducted for?
I mean, at the end of the day, they did cheat.
They did, but they were not the only ones cheating. They almost got caught.
They were, yeah. Jose Canseco was caught.
A lot of boys have been caught.
Yeah, Palmeiro.
Not present day, but like Red Sox, didn't Ortiz get caught?
Ortiz also did some.
Manny Ramirez.
Yeah.
Was it
Manny?
McGuire that did it with?
Mark McGuire did roids and.
Didn't he do them with? Weren't they doing they were having the home run showdown between each other?
Yeah, there's the home run race between Sammy Sosa and Mark McGuire.
Yes.
And that was Sammy Sosa clean?
Was he?
I don't know.
Sammy Sosa ever get caught?
Enough for me. I don't know if Sammy Sosa was clean or not, but yeah, that home run race. I don't know what the exact number was, but I think it was like 54 or something like that. But it was wild. I watched a documentary on that one. So
Sammy Sosa, they did make a really good documentary about that. Sammy Sosa tested positive for a performance-enhancing drug in 2003. So Sosa hit 609 home runs in his career. So was he cheating? He did roids.
He probably was cheating for 75% of that. But how much do PEDs? Does it add like 20 feet?
Am I hitting a ball that would have gone?
Because the way PEDs work, if I were to take one right now and not do anything, it does nothing for me. It just increases my testosterone and that's about it. But if I go out there and I put in the work and I do stuff and I go hit and I go weightlifting and I go train and stuff like that,
does it turn my ball from a warning track to a home run?
Yeah, I think it.
You think it does?
PEDs themselves do not.
Right, but PEDs with the work.
Yes, it does.
Right. Okay.
So, but this was a good one. We had a bunch of sports talk on here. A lot of changes, like we said, but it's still
sponsor us.
Mountain Dew.
Still Mountain Dew.
Come on, man. Sponsor us.
We'll get there one day.
Get Cosby a skeeter and wrap it.
There you go. Hey, brand new boat. I'll wrap it all in Mountain Dew, like lime green. Put do the dew on the side.
Okay, and then on the other side, we're gonna put the Green Hornet in like this awesome font.
Okay.
So we got the Green Hornet, do the dew. When you see that going down the lake, 75 miles per hour.
75 mile an hour.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Take towing.
Yeah. So I think I would be pretty scared if I just saw a green laser just.
I wouldn't even fish anymore. I'm reeling in. I'm calling her down, putting her on the ramp. I'm out of there.
But this was the Cookout Crew podcast. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
That was fantastic, ladies.